called for help. Why? And not a you, what do you need, or nothing.
Oh, man. I love that. I love that. What is up, guys? Chris Dips 1, how's everyone doing? Welcome to Live Vibe 330, dude. Son of a Twinkie. So, tonight, it's going to begin shortly. I am at the White House YouTube page. And this is where we're going to stream tonight's Congress address. I don't know what's going to happen. It might be boring. It might be crazy. I don't know. But how's everyone doing? If you guys are vibing and haven't done so yet, do me a favor and like this video. Let's freaking go, man. I'm seeing some fibers vibing already. I have been experiencing a little bit of lag on this program here just during this intro part. Highlighting comments take a little bit of lag.
You were the chosen one!
Alright, that's not. You guys were not here yesterday. We streamed for a couple hours. The live stream crashed out. The second part got uploaded, but not the first part, which was the majority of the show. But regardless, that was yesterday. We're vibing today, man. What's everyone dipping on? What do you think Trump's gonna say, bro? Today, we're just gonna watch this. I don't know if it's gonna be 20, 30 minutes, an hour. I don't know how long this is gonna be. A lot of shit's been happening today, bro. Tariffs were implemented today. Canada's freaking firing back, and it's just a whole freaking fiasco. Zelensky has caved. Zelensky now wants to make a deal. So maybe as we wait for this, or maybe I can show that afterwards. But Zelensky is already caving, bro. It's the art of the deal, man. It's the art of the deal. But we'll see what happens, dude. I'm excited for tonight, man. I'm excited for tonight. Hope you're all doing well. If you haven't already, like this video. And of course, if you're not a club member on Patreon, please consider becoming a club member. It's only $5. They demonetized my channel. It's the same price as the club membership as it was before. So I just uploaded a new video today, and we're vibing hardcore over on Patreon. I am uploading a lot there, a lot. More than I am in my own social medias, dude. I got some Cougar Long Cut Wintergreen that I'm going to be packing in my lip right now. We got the Raven, the Sexy Firefighter, as our mod. Let's do this, bro. Let Raven know if you guys see anything wild, man. He's bonding tonight, of course, with Logie Bear. But we're vibing, dude. We are vibing tonight. Still nothing happened, huh? What is going on, man? What is going on? Let me see if there's another stream that's going on here. It's I knew this was gonna happen too. Breaking a freaking a Pepsi or some shit. Vance, why isn't the White House? Okay, well they're already announcing people. Screw it. Let me go to another YouTube. Fox News maybe. I want the White House freaking page because there's not going to be like, you know, all these ads and shit like that. The White House just has it, but Annie.
Los deliciosos coconut shrimp han regresado.
See, this is why I want the White House page. What is this? Maybe it hasn't started yet. This is. That's why the White House hasn't started. The White House hasn't been shit, bro. So people are just hanging out right now. What the hell? Oh no. No. That's gonna drain too much, I think, Logie. The White House page should have it. The White House, there's 61 people, there's 61,000 people waiting for this right now. We'll just wait for this one. But if you guys are watching it and say if Trump starts talking or they announce him, let me know. I'll just go to a Fox stream or something else and we can stream it that way. But this is what I like to do. This is what I like to do. But Paramount's on what app, Logie? Is that in Disney? I don't think it started yet. We're just vibing right now. What's up, Elena? How you doing, dude? What's up, Justin? What's up, Derek? How you doing, dude? Ryan, what's up, dude? Let's see if a brawl breaks out amongst... Dude, yeah, I know, dude. It's gonna be wild, man. It's gonna be wild. Evening and happy Tuesday, you beautiful humans. If you live vibers were not here yesterday, I don't want to spoil the news. I don't want to spoil the news. But if you know, you know. See, I'm lagging on my camera system here. Derek, you said you're gonna quit drinking finally. Are you really? Or are you just saying that? Are you really, Derek? When are you gonna quit? Like right now? Let's talk about it, Derek. Logie, it's on Paramount. I don't have Paramount app, bro. Logie, if you're watching it right now, if Trump pops in, let me know. I'll go to another stream. It's very simple. Every major news network is gonna be airing this thing. But I like the White House pace just because there's no ads, there's no like crayons or not, you know, the things with the names and shit. Let's get this music going. What's up, dude? What's up, Beefcake? He's barbecuing outside. Hell yeah, dude. Oh. No, we're worried about Wi-Fi drain. No battery, no battery. It hasn't started yet. You guys let me know in chat once it starts, dude. Associated Press. Yeah, I'm sure they all do, but look.
Next.
Don't just stand there.
Comprehensive and clear-eyed response.
Yeah, see, it hasn't even started yet. It hasn't even started yet. I'm waiting for the White House one. I'm telling you, Trump is drinking some freaking some Diet Cokes right now, dude. He's vibing. It's about to start soon. I am almost positive. Say 9 your time, CD1. What, K9? What? What are you talking about, K9? What are you talking about, K9? Yeah. It's gonna start. It's gonna start soon. We're just waiting, bro. You guys experiencing any lag on your end? Let me know. I would have to freaking Darcy, dude. Darcy's text. He's always texting me during the live vibe, dude. Yo, what's up, Ty? How you doing, dude? How you doing?
Sergeant at arms there, and here we go.
All right, looks good.
The President of the United States.
All right, we're good. Really quick, I just want to see if the White House has started theirs. But Trump is coming out, guys. We got it going. All right, the White House got it. See, I should have trusted my gut. Look at that. Fully perfect. Perfect. No. All right. Awesome, dude. Cole, what's up, dude? Welcome to the live vibe, Cole. Roberta, who's got the snacks, bro? Exactly. Got them snackies. What's he gonna say, guys? What's he gonna say? We gotta make a game, dude. How many times is he gonna say, okay? Okay. We're making the rules as we go. We're making the rules as we go. All right, give me key terms. Give me key terms, saying words. Like, I think he's gonna say the golden age of America. That's a dip. Golden age of America. He's gonna say tariffs, bro. He's gonna be talking about tariffs like crazy. Unwrap a block of cheese. Damn it, Logie. Here comes Daddy.
You are fake news.
Blue, you're my boy!
Oh man, dude, is it me? Is I feel like Donald Trump is turning into like Gandalf the White. His hair is turning more silver. It's not as yellow. It's not as yellow. He still has the orange makeup, right? He still has the orange. Speaking of orange makeup, I need my. Oh, all right. I'm ready. I got pepperoni pizza over here and spicy queso with spicy Doritos. Oh my God, Ninja. Oh my God, Ninja. Alan, dude, yesterday's live vibe, guys. Yesterday's freaking live vibe, dude. We had an hour and 50-minute live vibe, and I drank 4 fucking water bottles, bro. I had a late night last night. I stayed on after the live vibe to talk to Logie and Ninja. And it was late, dude. I was tossing and turning. I didn't even eat dinner, bro, and I fell asleep later than what I normally do, but I was getting up every 5 minutes to take a freaking piss. I drank so much water yesterday. I don't know why. I don't know why. I must have been really dehydrated. Oh my God, look at that dude's bald head, bro. He's shining, bro. By the way, I've been tanning. Have you guys noticed? Dude, it looks good. It's like one shade, bro. It's one shade. Oh. Oh, they're chanting USA, baby. Come on. All the Democrats are booing the USA chants. Oh my God. Fake news? A lot. Count it, Elena. Count it. Count it. He's gonna say it a lot. China? He'll probably say China. Zelensky, Trudeau are punching the air. Dude, bro. We're gonna talk about it tomorrow, bro. After this, we'll hit up. Dude, Zelensky folded, bro. He folded, bro. It's hilarious. And Trudeau's gonna do the same. All right, Trump, let's see what you got here. All right, get off his balls. Let him talk. Let's do this, bro. It's a weeknight. Come on. You're gonna notice half. He's in the house. You're gonna see there's gonna be a standing ovation. It's gonna be like the State of the Union, dude. Half of them will stand up and praise him, and the other ones will just sit down and stop clapping. He's been there already. Let him talk. Ass kissers, all of them. Look at him, dude. He's like a wrestler, bro. He's like a wrestler. Wait. Come on, Trump. Come on, Trump. Let's go. It's a great. Isaiah, what's up, Isaiah? How you doing, brother?
Speaker Johnson, Vice President Vance, the First Lady of the United States.
Woohoo! Woo! Look at how gorgeous she is, bro. That's a powerful woman. That's a powerful woman right there. Yesterday she did a round table discussing like revenge
Members
porn and deep fakes.
United States Congress, thank you very much. And to my fellow citizens, America is back.
Blue, you're my boy!
Whoa, he just said America's back and everyone's standing O, bro. Come on. We're just getting started, baby. This is gonna be a long night. This is a fucking Jerry Springer episode, bro. That's mommy. Raven. The first beautiful babe
6
of
weeks
the...
ago,
Oh, what's up, Video Challenge?
I
Welcome
stood
back,
beneath
dude.
the dome of this Capitol and proclaimed the dawn of the golden age of America. From that moment on, it has been nothing but swift and unrelenting action
Take a
to
dip.
usher in the greatest and most successful era in the history of our country. We have accomplished more in 43 days than most administrations accomplished in 4 years or 8 years,
That's
and we
true.
are just getting started.
Now drop them Epstein files, bro. What the fuck, Pam Bondi? Oh, bro, there's some new news that came out of that, bro. They're redacting it, bro. They're redacting, bro. I'm not happy with
I
our new
return to
AG.
this chamber tonight to report that America's momentum is back, our spirit is back, our pride is back, our confidence is back, and the American dream is surging bigger and better than ever before.
He's thinning. Look at his hair's getting thinner.
The American dream is unstoppable, and our country is on the verge of a comeback, the likes of which the world has never witnessed and perhaps will never witness again. There's never been anything like it. The presidential election of November 5th was a mandate like has not been seen in many decades. We won all 7 swing states, giving us an electoral college victory of 312 votes.
I know. Pelosi ripping up the yeah. Bullshit. Those people hate America, dude.
We won the popular vote by big numbers and won counties in our country.
Oh, shit. Look at the... It's like a kid show. The Democrats are booing. Look at this, bro. This is like... This is pretty childish.
And won counties in our country, 2,700 to 525. On a map that reads almost completely red for Republican. Now, for the first time in modern history, more Americans believe that our country is headed in the right direction than the wrong direction. In fact, it's an astonishing record, 27-point swing, the most ever.
Woo!
The force is strong this week.
This is gonna be a shit show, dude. Look at all those old
Likewise,
white rich people.
Small business optimism saw its single largest one-month gain ever recorded.
Mr. President.
A 41-point jump.
Shut the fuck up, Debs. Who's that dude standing up right
Members
there
are
with the cane?
directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House and to
Or get
cease
kicked out.
any further disruptions. That's your warning.
All right. There we go.
And
With
not a
continuing breach of
you,
decorum,
what do you
and the
need,
chair
or
is
nothing?
prepared to direct the Sergeant at Arms to restore order to the joint session.
I knew I had to record this. I knew I had to do this live. I need to be an incredible. I just wasted that dick right there.
Mr. Green, take your seat. Take your seat, sir. Take your seat.
Take your seat, bro. Get out of here. Kick him. Give him the boot.
Finding that members continue to engage in willful and concerted disruption of proper decorum, the chair now directs the Sergeant-at-Arms to restore order.
Yeah, let's go.
Remove this gentleman from the chamber.
All right. Cue Stone Cold. Cue Stone Cold music. Get gone! Get it!
Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House. Mr. President, you continue.
Thank you. Over the past 6 weeks, I have signed nearly 100 executive orders and taken more than 400 executive actions, a record to restore common sense, safety, optimism, and wealth all across our wonderful land. The people elected me to do the job, and I'm doing it.
Are they going to do judgment? That looked like Logi's.
In fact, it has been stated by many that the first month of our presidency, it's our presidency, is the most successful in the history of our nation. By many.
Depends. You didn't release the JFK files and Epstein files, Trump, you little shit.
And what makes it even more impressive is that, do you know who number 2 is? George Washington. How about that? How about that? I don't know about that list, but we'll take it. Within hours of taking the oath of office, I declared a national emergency on our southern border, and I deployed the U.S. military and Border Patrol to repel the invasion of our country. And what a job they've done. As a result, illegal border crossings last month were by far the lowest ever recorded, ever.
Ever. Ever. SRL. Why weren't you talking about the prices for the last 4 years? 4 years. The prices have gone up. He's been in for 1 month,
the worst
bro.
president in American history. There were hundreds of thousands of illegal crossings a month.
I still, attaboy,
and virtually
Isaiah.
all of them, including murderers, drug dealers, gang members, and people from mental institutions and insane asylums.
What's up, Thomas? Welcome back.
Were released into our country. Who would want to do that? This is my 5th such speech to Congress. And once again, I look at the Democrats in front of me, and I realize there is absolutely nothing I can say to make them happy or to make them stand or smile or applaud. Nothing I can do. I could find a cure to the most devastating disease, a disease that would wipe out entire nations, or announce the answers to the greatest economy in history, or the stoppage of crime to the lowest levels ever recorded. And these people sitting right here will not clap, will not stand, and certainly will not cheer for these astronomical achievements. They won't do it, no matter what. Five times I've been up here. It's very sad, and it just shouldn't be this way.
Well, you got to understand, you're leaking the corruption with Doge and all the kickbacks. What do they got signs for? What does it say? Musk? Steals? Steals? Oh, they're just pissed off their fucking paychecks are getting caught. Look at Nancy Pelosi's still there.
So Democrats sitting before me, for just this one night, why not join us in celebrating so many incredible wins for America? For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
save Medicaid. They didn't shut Medicaid or Medicare.
Every day my administration is fighting to deliver the change America needs to bring a future that America deserves, and we're doing it. This is a time for big dreams and bold action. Upon taking office, I imposed an immediate freeze on all federal hiring, a freeze on all new federal regulations, and a freeze on all foreign aid.
No more Ukraine fund. That's why Zelensky turned, bro. He cut all funding to Ukraine.
I terminated the ridiculous Green New Scam. I withdrew from the unfair Paris Climate Accord, which was costing us trillions of dollars.
Now pull away
that
from
other
NATO.
countries were not paying. I withdrew from the corrupt World Health Organization. And I also withdrew from the anti-American UN Human Rights Council. We ended all of Biden's environmental restrictions that were making our country far less safe and totally unaffordable. And importantly, we ended the last administration's insane electric vehicle mandate, saving our auto workers and companies from economic destruction.
The guy pumping his hand in the air. Come on, bro.
To unshackle our economy, I have directed that for every one new regulation, 10 old regulations must be eliminated, just like I did in my very successful first term.
One of the articles I wanted to cover yesterday, Ninja, with you and Logie, was that I totally
And
forgot
in that first term, we set records on ending unnecessary rules and regulations like no other president had done before.
Cut the red
We
tape.
ordered all federal workers to return to the office. They will either show up for work in person or be removed from their job.
Ninja, I totally forgot that California has banned gas-powered lawnmowers. There's a video I'm going to show you guys tomorrow.
And we have
passed
ended
the law last
weaponized
year.
government where, as an example, a sitting president is allowed to viciously prosecute his political opponent, like me. How did that work out?
PA went down as well.
Not too good.
States up in
Not too good.
Yeah, Canada. It's a tariff war happening right now with Canada. Well, fuck Canada, dude. We got to drill in the Gulf of America and get our own gas. We got to be
And
independent
I've
nation,
stopped
dude.
all government censorship
Just
and
as
brought
drilling.
back free speech in America. It's back.
Thomas, absolutely, bro. Yeah, that's when it started. Now we pay most of the bill, bro.
And 2 days ago, I signed an order making English the official language of the United States of America.
That I don't get. But okay.
I renamed the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America.
Yeah, I want to talk about that. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. They're not allowed.
And likewise, I renamed, for a great president, William McKinley, Mount McKinley again. Beautiful Alaska. We love Alaska. We've ended the tyranny of so-called diversity, equity, and inclusion policies all across the entire federal government and indeed the private sector and our military.
That's great. That's good. End them all. End them all.
And
And
our
this
country
diversity
will be
shit.
woke no longer.
I like that. Now, listen. If you're gay, straight, tranny, you're an American.
We
That's
believe
it.
that whether you are a doctor, an accountant, a lawyer, or an air traffic controller,
No one
You
gets
should be
special
hired
treatment.
and promoted based on skill and competence, not race
Merit.
or gender. Very important.
How it should be.
You should be hired based on merit. And the Supreme Court, in a brave and very powerful decision, has allowed us to do so. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. We have removed the poison of critical race theory from our public schools, and I signed an order making it the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
Why are we even talking about this? Like, this is such a big deal. If you would have talked to me about this 10 years ago, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here. What do you mean we're passing an executive order showing you recognize two genders? That's how fucking that's how fucked up we
I
are right now,
also
dude.
signed an
It's
executive
a
order
big deal.
to ban men from playing in women's sports.
Another one. Why is this even being mentioned right now, bro? This is just common sense.
Three years ago, Peyton McNabb was an all-star high school athlete, one of the best, preparing for a future in college sports. But when
We all
her
fat,
girls'
Isaiah.
volleyball match was invaded by a male, he smashed the ball so hard in Peyton's face, causing traumatic brain injury, partially paralyzing her right side, and ending her athletic career. It was a shot like she's never seen before. She's never seen anything like it. Peyton is here tonight in the gallery, and Peyton, from now on, schools will kick the men off the girls' team, or they will lose all federal funding.
Yep. Fuck it. This is State of the Union, bro. It's not. It's a state of the. It's basically a State of the Union address. 1 month in his term, he's done so much that he can do one of these and talk about everything he's accomplished 1 month in, bro. That's freaking wild.
And if you really want to see numbers, just take a look at what happened in the women's boxing, weightlifting, track and field, swimming, or cycling, where a male recently finished a long-distance race 5 hours and 14 minutes ahead of a woman. So the record by 5 hours. Broke the record by 5 hours. It's demeaning for women, and it's very bad for our country. We're not going to put up with it any longer.
Women are strong. Women are strong. I'm not saying men are more athletic, just strength, brute force. But you want to see women competing with other women, folks. It's not fair.
What I
you
have
haven't
just
done so already,
described is
like the
only
video,
a small
folks.
fraction of the common sense revolution that is now, because of us, sweeping the entire world. Common sense has become a common theme, and we will never go back. Never. Never going to let that happen.
We are not going
Among
back
my very
to not
highest
common sense.
priorities is to rescue our economy and get dramatic and immediate relief to working families. As you know, we inherited from the last administration an economic catastrophe and an inflation nightmare. Their policies drove up energy prices, pushed up grocery costs, and drove the necessities of life out of reach for millions and millions of Americans. They've never had anything like it. We suffered the worst inflation in 48 years, but perhaps even in the history of our country. They're not sure. As president, I'm fighting every day to reverse this damage and make America affordable again.
With Trump, it's been 5 weeks and the prices still haven't gone down, bro. What's going on? Takes time, folks. Takes time.
Joe Biden especially let the price of eggs get out of control. The egg price is out of control. And we're working hard to get it back down. Secretary, do a good job on that. You inherited a total mess from the previous administration.
Let's kill 100 million chickens. because of swine flu. Then we create a vaccine that we sell to people to make money off of. Come on, bro. Get out of here.
A major focus of our fight to defeat inflation is rapidly reducing the cost of energy. The previous administration cut the number of new oil and gas leases by 95%, slowed pipeline construction to a halt, and closed more than 100 power plants. We are opening up many of those power plants right now.
Bring down the eggs, bro.
And frankly, we have never seen anything like it. That's why on my first day in office, I declared a national energy emergency. As you've heard me say many times, we have more liquid gold under our feet than any nation on earth, and by far. And now I fully authorize the most talented team ever assembled, called Drill Baby Drill.
Do it. Do it. Just get them cheap gas, man. I do believe
My
that a man
administration
can
is
put
also
on a
working
dress
on a
and make up
gigantic
a fully
natural
transition.
gas pipeline in Alaska, among the largest in the world, where Japan, South Korea, and other nations want to be our partner with investments
sure,
of
Raymond.
trillions of dollars each. There's never been anything like that one. It will be truly spectacular. It's all set to go. The permitting is gotten. And later this week, I will also take historic action to dramatically expand production of critical minerals and rare earths here in the USA. To further combat inflation, we will not only be reducing the cost of energy, but will be ending the flagrant waste of taxpayer dollars.
Is Elon there? It's nice to see J.D. Vance behind Trump and not
And to
Mike
that
Pence.
end, I have created the brand new Department of Government Efficiency, GOGE. Perhaps you've heard of it. Perhaps.
Woo! Yeah, Elon must be there. They're waving at someone. There he is.
Which is headed by Elon Musk, who is in the gallery tonight.
You're a wizard, Harry.
That's why we got Fire Nation, dude.
Thank you.
Make
Elon.
chorizos and
Working
huevos
very
prices
hard.
great
He didn't
again.
need
I
this.
know, dude.
He didn't need this. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Everybody here, even this side, appreciates it, I believe.
Hey, how much are
They
Girl
just
Scout
don't
cookies?
want to admit that. Just listen to some of the appalling waste we have already identified. $22 billion from HHS to provide free housing and cars for illegal aliens. $45 million for diversity, equity, and inclusion scholarships in Burma. $40 million to improve the social and economic inclusion of sedentary migrants. Nobody knows what that is. $8 million to promote LGBTQI+ in the African nation of Lesotho, which
It's not
nobody
even
has ever heard
harnessed.
of. $60 million for indigenous peoples and Afro-Colombian empowerment in Central America. $60 million.
Those countries never
$8
got
million
that money,
for
bro.
making mice transgender.
Mice transgender.
This is real.
Why are you
$32
practicing on
million
mice?
for a left-wing
So you can practice on
propaganda
humans to turn them-
operation in
Bro.
Moldova.
This is the
$10
devil.
million for male circumcision in Mozambique.
It's satanic, bro.
$20 million for the Arab Sesame Street.
God is good, bro.
In the
God will
Netherlands.
prevail.
It's a program. $20 million for a program. $1.9 billion to recently created Decarbonization of Homes Committee, headed up, and we know she's involved, just at the last moment, the money was passed over by a woman named Stacey Abrams. Have you ever heard of her? A $3.5 million consulting contract for lavish fish monitoring. $1.5 million for voter confidence in Liberia. $14 million for social cohesion in Mali. $59 million for illegal alien hotel rooms in New York City.
Dude, imagine if you're a Democrat and you're forced to listen to him talk.
Real estate developer, he's done very well.
And if you're being like,
$250,000 to increase vegan local
Elon
climate
is
action
not a president.
innovation
Elon,
in Zambia.
fuck Elon.
$42 million for social and behavior change in Uganda. $14 million for improving public procurement in Serbia. $47 million for improving
We have homeless
learning
people in the
outcomes
streets.
in Asia.
We have
Asia's doing
California
very well
passing
with
out
learning.
free hypodermic needles so
You know
people
what
can
we're
inject
doing.
themselves.
We should use it ourselves. And $101 million for DEI
And we have
contracts at
$10
the
for a carton of
Department
eggs.
of
And
Education.
this is where the money's going
most
to.
ever
Instead of
paid,
putting that
nothing
money to
even like it.
infrastructure,
Under the Trump
education.
administration, all of these scams, and they're far worse. But
I
didn't
want
think it
all
was
my tax
appropriate
money
to
that I ever
talk
paid my
about
whole
that.
life. I want it
They're so
back.
bad. Many more have been found out and exposed and swiftly terminated by a group of very intelligent, mostly young people, headed up by Elon, and we appreciate it. We found hundreds of billions of dollars of fraud.
Yeah. Hell yes, K9. Hell yes, Robert. What's up, Maddox? Welcome to the Live Vibe, Maddox. Imagine Sleepy Joe and the Mean Orange. Oh, bro, that'd be hilarious, bro.
And we've
Yeah,
taken back the
very
money
quiet.
and reduced our debt to fight inflation and other things. Taking back a lot of that money. We got it just in time. This is just the beginning. The Government Accountability Office, a federal government office, has estimated annual fraud of over $500 billion in our nation, and we are working very hard to stop it. We're going to. We're also identifying shocking levels of incompetence and probable fraud in the Social Security program for our seniors, and that our seniors and people that we love rely on. Believe it or not, government databases list 4.7 million Social Security members from people aged 100 to 109 years old. It lists 3.6 million people from ages 110 to 119. I don't know any of them. I know some people that are rather elderly, but not quite that elderly.
And not that many.
3.47 million people from ages 120 to 129.
Can you believe that?
3.9 million people from ages 130 to 139.
What's up, Sean? We missed you, bro.
3.5 million people from ages
Ooh, Lake
140
Tahoe. Hell yeah, dude.
to 149. And money is being paid to many of them, and we're searching right now. In fact, Pam, good luck. Good luck. You're going to find it. But a lot of money is paid out to people because it just keeps getting paid, and nobody does, and it really hurts Social Security and hurts our country. 1.3 million people from ages 150 to 159, and over 130,000 people, according to the Social Security databases, are age over 160 years old.
I want to meet
We
them.
have a healthier country than I thought, Bobby.
Bobby Kennedy.
Including, to finish,
Oh, you guys see Tulsi
1,039
Gabbard, that
people between
fox?
the
Ooh.
ages of 220 and 229. One person between the age of 240 and 249. And one person is listed at 360 years of age. More than 100 years. More than 100 years older than our country. But we're going to find out where that money's going, and it's not going to be pretty. By slashing all of the fraud, waste, and theft we can find, we will defeat inflation, bring down mortgage rates, lower car payments and grocery prices, protect our seniors, and put more money in the pockets of American families.
You are the chosen one! It's going to take time, guys. He's building the foundation of America first. And then everything's going to start
interest rates
good.
took a beautiful drop.
Think of it when you start working out. The first 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you don't notice shit.
In the near future, I want to do what has not been
3,
done
4,
in
5,
24 years.
you start noticing yourself
balance
lose weight.
The federal budget.
That's what's
We're gonna
happening
balance
right now. We're getting rid of all the shit here. Only 1 month in, and we've done 4 years worth of shit. And then it starts to go up, and then we, the American people, start to see the difference in our pockets. But it might have to get a little bit worse before it gets better.
With that goal in mind, we have developed in great detail what we are calling the Gold Card, which goes on sale very, very soon. For $5 million, we will allow the most successful job-creating people from all over the world to buy a path to U.S. citizenship. It's like
bro.
the green card, but better and more sophisticated.
What's up, Steelman?
And these people will have to pay tax in our country. They won't have to pay tax from where they came. The money that they've made, you wouldn't want to do that, but they have to pay tax, create jobs. They'll also be taking people out of colleges and paying for them so that we can keep them in our country instead of having them being forced out. Number one, at the top school, as an example, being forced out and not being allowed to stay and create tremendous numbers of jobs and great success for a company out there. So while we take out the criminals, killers, traffickers, and child predators who are allowed to enter our country under the open border policy of these people, the Democrats, the Biden administration, the open border insane policies that you've
fuckers
allowed
right there
to destroy our country, we will now bring in brilliant, hardworking, job-creating people. They're going to pay a lot of money, and we're going to reduce our debt with that money.
These guys right over here.
Americans have given us a mandate for bold and profound change. For nearly 100 years, the federal bureaucracy has grown until it has crushed our freedoms, ballooned our deficits, and held back America's potential in every possible way. The nation founded by pioneers and risk-takers now drowns under millions and millions of pages of regulations and debt. Approvals that should take 10 days to get instead take 10 years, 15 years, and even 20 years before
That's
you
the
reject
red tape I am talking about.
Meanwhile, we have hundreds of thousands of federal workers who have not been showing up to work. My administration will reclaim power from this unaccountable bureaucracy, and we will restore true democracy to America again. And any
I'm going to have Trump on the live vibe next week, guys. I'm going to call him up. I'm going to hit him up.
We'll
have him on the live vibe.
Because we are draining the swamp. It's very simple. And the days of rule by unelected bureaucrats are over.
It's the golden age of America, baby. Look at Bernie Sanders. Bernie, wake up.
And the next phase of our plan to deliver the greatest economy in history is for this Congress to pass tax cuts for everybody. They're in there. They're waiting for you to vote. And I'm sure that the people on my right, I don't mean the Republican right, but my right here, I'm sure you're going to vote for those tax cuts, because otherwise I don't believe the people will ever vote you into office. So I'm doing you a big favor by telling you that.
Yes. Call them out, man.
But I know this group is going to be voting for the tax.
Who wouldn't want tax cuts? Who wouldn't want to pay less in tax? They're going to find a way to be, oh, it's racist. It's like, bitch, it's for everybody. Everybody pays less taxes. Why would you vote against it?
It's a very big part of our plan. We had
I know
tremendous
why.
success in our first term with it.
These
A very
companies
big
line
part
your
of our
pockets.
plan. We're seeking permanent income tax cuts all across the board. And to get urgently needed relief to Americans hit especially hard by inflation, I'm calling for no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security benefits for our great seniors.
Ooh, this.
And I also want to make interest payments on car loans tax deductible, but only if the car is made in America.
Look at that. How about an incentive to buy American? It's smart. I don't think Subies made in America, guys?
Like nobody's ever seen. Plants are opening up all over the place. Deals are
I'll
being
take my
made.
full check, please.
Never seen. That's a combination of the election win and tariffs. It's a beautiful word, isn't it? That, along with our other policies, will allow our auto industry to absolutely boom. It's going to boom. Spoke to the majors today, all.
It's going to be a big boom.
The top people, and they're so excited. In fact, already numerous car companies have announced that they will be building massive automobile plants in America, with Honda just announcing a new plant in Indiana, one of the largest anywhere in the world.
There we go, Indiana. Jobs. Isn't Honda Japanese? You don't pay them tariffs.
And this has taken place since our great victory on November 5th, a date which will hopefully go down as one of the most important in the history of our country.
Oh, in my lifetime, yes. Absolutely. You're saving America right now.
In addition, as part of our tax cuts, we want to cut taxes on domestic production and all manufacturing. And just as we did before, we will provide 100% expensing. It will be retroactive to January 20th, 2025. And it was one of the main reasons why our tax cuts were so successful in our first term, giving us the most successful economy in the history of our country. First term. We had a great first term.
Wait, are you telling me? Is that for me, JD?
If you don't
tell me
make
I gotta
your
get a
product
job
in America, however, under the Trump administration, you will pay a tariff, and in some cases, a rather large one. Other countries have used tariffs against us for decades, and now it's our turn to start using them against those other countries. On average, the European Union, China, Brazil, India, Mexico, and Canada, have you heard of them? And countless other nations charge us tremendously higher tariffs than we charge them. It's very unfair. India charges us auto tariffs higher than 100%. China's average tariff on our products is twice what we charge them. And South Korea's average tariff is 4 times higher. Think of that, 4 times higher. And we give so much help militarily in so many other ways to South Korea.
That's fair.
That's what happens.
It's just fair.
This is happening by
everything
friend
should be
and
reciprocal.
Foe. This system is not fair to the United States and never was. And so on April 2nd, I wanted to make it April 1st, but I didn't want to be accused of April Fool's Day. That's not, just one day cost us a lot of money. But we're going to do it in April. I'm a very superstitious person. April 2nd, reciprocal tariffs kick in. And whatever they tariff us,
the sexy mama of the live app,
we will
What's up,
them. That's
Liz?
reciprocal, back and forth.
How you doing, Liz?
Whatever they tax us, we will tax them. If they do non-monetary tariffs to keep us out of their market, then we will do non-monetary barriers to keep them out of our market. There's a lot of that, too. They don't even allow us in their market.
You make me laugh.
We will take in trillions and trillions of dollars and create jobs like we have never seen before. I did it with China and I did it with others. And the Biden administration couldn't do anything about it because there was so much money they couldn't do anything about it.
Ninja Bear's having
We have
another
been
baby.
ripped off for decades by nearly every country on earth, and we will not let that happen any longer.
Absolutely, Raymond. Absolutely. These dumbass Dems think all-wheel drive is the same as 4x4.
Over the last 3 months about Mexico and Canada. But we have very large deficits with both of them. But even more importantly, they've allowed fentanyl to come into our country at levels never seen before,
Absolutely.
killing
Video
hundreds
challenge.
of
Hit that like button,
thousands of our
Vibers. Come
citizens
on.
And many very young, beautiful people destroying families. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. They are, in effect, receiving subsidies of hundreds of billions of dollars. We pay subsidies to Canada and to Mexico of hundreds of billions of dollars, and the United States will not be doing that any
Nope, no more.
longer. We're not going to do it any longer.
Big Daddy Trump doing business
Thanks to
now.
our America First policies we're putting into place, we have had $1.7 trillion of new investment in America in just the past few weeks. The combination of the election and our economic policies that people of SoftBank, one of the most brilliant anywhere in the world, announced a $200 billion investment. OpenAI and Oracle.
Ah,
Larry
shit.
Ellison,
AI, guys, we're
announced
done.
$500 billion investment, which they wouldn't have done if Kamala had won. Apple announced $500 billion investment. Tim Cook called me. He said, I cannot
You
spend it
fucking
fast
idiot.
enough. It's going to be much higher than that, I believe. They'll be building their plants here instead of in China. And just yesterday, Taiwan Semiconductor, the biggest in the world, most powerful in the world, has a tremendous amount, 97% of the market, announced a $165 billion investment to build the most powerful chips on earth right here in the USA.
Climbs down, I'm just a guest. She's in the treehouse with Ninja Bear. They're snacking right now in the treehouse.
And we're not
guys.
giving them any money. Your CHIPS Act is a horrible, horrible thing. We give hundreds of billions of dollars, and it doesn't mean a thing. They take our money and they don't spend it. All that meant to them,
Ninja's
giving
doing her
them
part.
No money. All that was important to them was they didn't want to pay the tariffs, so they came and they're building, and many other companies are coming. We don't have to give them money. We just want to protect our businesses and our people. And they will come because they won't have to pay tariffs if they build in America. So it's very amazing.
It's a good
You should get
incentive,
rid
guys.
of the CHIP Act.
America first.
And whatever's left over, Mr. Speaker, you should use it to reduce debt or any other reason you want to. Our new trade policy will also be great for the American farmer. I love the farmer. Who will now be selling into our home market, the USA, because nobody is going to be able to compete with you. Because those goods that come in from other countries and companies, they're really in a bad
Some farmers are
position
going to
in so
have
many
to.
different
Some
ways.
farmers
They're
aren't too happy about that.
uninspected.
They buy a
may be
lot of
very
their
dirty
stuff
and disgusting, and they come in and they pour
overseas,
in,
and they're going to have
they
to start
hurt our
paying
American
some
farmers. The
big
tariffs
tariffs.
will
The
go
American
on
farmers.
agricultural
But it
product
should
coming
force
into
them to
America,
make
and
their
our-
shit here.
Our farmers, starting on April
That's how you
2nd,
switch it around.
Maybe a little bit of an adjustment period. We had that before when I made the deal with China, $50 billion of purchases, and I said, just bear with me, and they did. They did. Probably have to bear with me again, and this will be even better. That was great. The problem with it was that Biden didn't enforce it. He didn't enforce it. $50 billion of purchases, and we were doing great, but Biden did not enforce it, and it hurt our farmers. But our farmers are going to have a field day right now. So to our farmers, Have a lot
Farmers
of
make the
fun.
world
I
go
love you
round,
too.
folks.
I love you too.
You love our farmers here, man.
It's all gonna happen.
We love our fucking farmers, dude. Our farmers, our truckers, our first responders. That's America, bro.
And I have also imposed
the
a
glue that holds us
25%
together.
tariff on foreign aluminum, copper, lumber, and steel because if we don't have, as an example, steel and lots of other things, we don't have a military and frankly we just won't have a country very long. Here today is a proud American steelworker, fantastic person from Decatur, Alabama, Jeff Denard.
Decatur
has been working at the same steel plant for 27 years in a job that has allowed him to serve as the captain of his local volunteer fire department, raise 7 children with his beautiful wife, Nicole, and over the years provide a loving home for more than 40 foster children. So great, Jeff.
Look, see what he did there? Farmer's gonna have a field day.
Thank you, Jeff.
That's a dad joke, bro. That's a dad joke from Daddy Trump.
Stories like Jeff's remind us that tariffs are not just about protecting American jobs.
So, bro.
They're about protecting the soul of our country.
Ooh.
Tariffs are about making America rich again and making America great again, and it's happening, and it will happen rather quickly. There'll be a little disturbance, but we're okay with that. It won't be much. No, you're not. Oh. and look where Biden took us. Very low, the lowest we've ever been. Jeff, I want to thank you very much, and I also want to recognize another person who has devoted herself to foster care community. She works so hard on it. A very loving person, our magnificent First Lady of the United States.
There we go. She's all about the children, man. I love Melania Trump, dude. People don't give that girl credit, bro. Just because she's Trump's wife, they give her so much shit, bro. She is an angel. An angel. Show me Tulsi Gabbard, please. I want to see her.
Melania's work has yielded incredible results, helping prepare our nation's future leaders as they enter the workforce. Our First Lady is joined by 2 impressive young women, very impressive. Haley Ferguson, who benefited from the First Lady's Fostering the Future initiative and is poised to complete her education and become a teacher. And Elliston Berry, who became a victim of an illicit deepfake image produced by a peer. With Elliston's help, the Senate just passed the Take It Down Act, and this is so important. Thank you very much, John. John Thune, thank you. Stand up, John. Thank you, John. Thank you all very much.
Dude, J.D. Vance is tall, bro. Oh,
Thank you.
Melania. She's an angel.
And thank you to John Thune and the Senate. Great job. To criminalize the publication of such images online is terrible, terrible thing. And once it passes the House, I look forward to signing that bill into law.
Dude.
Thank you. And I'm going to use that bill for myself, too, if you don't mind. Because nobody gets treated worse than I do online. Nobody. That's great. Thank you very much to the Senate. Thank you. But if we truly care about protecting Americans' children, no step is more crucial than securing America's borders. Over the past 4 years, 21 million people poured into the United States. Many of them were murderers, human traffickers, gang members, and other criminals from the streets
He
of
pointed at the
dangerous cities
Democrats when he said
all
that.
throughout
Human
the world.
traffickers.
Because of Joe Biden's insane and very dangerous open border policies. They are now strongly embedded in our country, but we are getting them out and getting them out fast.
I don't know, dude. It's like the pink beanie, bro. I don't know. It's in solidarity because apparently Trump doesn't like winning.
And I want to thank Tom
He
Homan
bans them from men
and
competing
Christy.
in
I want
women's
to
sports.
thank you and Paul of Border Patrol. I want to thank you. What a job they've all done. Everybody, Border Patrol, ICE. law enforcement in general is incredible. We have to take care of our law enforcement.
Why does he have a binder in front of him? You guys
Have
spot
to.
that? Why is there a big ass binder right in front of him?
Last year,
He's reading off a teleprompter.
a brilliant 22-year-old nursing student named Lakin Riley, the best in her class, admired by everybody, went out for a jog on the campus of the University of Georgia.
Fucking Rob.
That morning, Lakin was viciously attacked, assaulted, beaten, brutalized, and horrifically murdered. Lakin was stolen from us by a savage illegal alien gang member who was
he's a
arrested
natural.
while trespassing across Biden's open
That's
southern
in case
border
the teleprompter
and then
goes
set loose into the United States under the heartless policies of that failed administration. It was indeed a failed administration. He had then been arrested and released in a Democrat-run sanctuary city, a disaster, before ending the life of this beautiful young angel. With us this evening are Lakin's beloved mother, Allison, and her sister, Lauren.
Isaiah, I can only. That's. I wish, bro. I wish that was the Epstein list, bro. And he starts calling all the names off the Epstein list. That would never happen.
Last year, I told Lakin's grieving parents that we would ensure their daughter would not have died in vain. That's why the very first bill I signed into law as your 47th president mandates the detention of all dangerous criminal aliens who threaten public safety. It's a very strong, powerful act.
My wife survived breast cancer, says Sean. They are using pink for the wrong effing reason. It's disrespectful.
It's called
got their own
the
agendas, bro.
Lakin-Riley Act. So Allison and Lauren, America will never, ever forget our beautiful Lakin Hope Riley.
It's sad, man. That's a sad story, dude. There's nothing Trump can do, though,
Thank you
to
very
fill
much.
that void, bro, to make it up. It's just.
Since
it's
taking
sad.
office, my administration has launched the most sweeping border and immigration crackdown in American history, and we quickly achieved the lowest numbers of illegal border crossers ever recorded. Thank you.
Okay, he repeated it.
The media and our friends in the Democrat Party kept saying we needed new legislation. We must have legislation to secure the border. But it turned out that all we really needed was a new president.
With balls. Yeah, Biden was saying, hey, no, we can't just shut down the border. We need to pass some bullshit loop. No. That was a badass line, bro.
You're a wizard, Harry.
That was a badass line. No,
Thank you.
we just needed a new president.
Joe Biden didn't just open our borders, he flew illegal aliens over them to overwhelm our schools, hospitals, and communities throughout the country. Entire towns like
I know,
Aurora,
right?
Colorado, and Springfield, Ohio, buckled under the weight of the migrant occupation and corruption like nobody's ever seen before. Beautiful towns destroyed. Now, just as I promised in my inaugural address, we are achieving the great liberation of America.
I like those words, liberation. Those are powerful words, guys. He doesn't just say
But
any
there's
words.
still
Liberation,
much
dude.
work to be done. Here tonight is a woman I have gotten to know, Alexis Nungary from Houston.
Dang, I
Wonderful
thought
woman.
she was
Last
gonna say
June,
Tulsi Gabbard.
Alexis's 12-year-old daughter, her precious Jocelyn, walked to a nearby convenience store. She was kidnapped, tied up, assaulted for 2 hours under a bridge, and horrifically charged with this heinous crime are 2 illegal alien monsters from Venezuela, released into America by the last administration through their ridiculous open border. The death of this beautiful 12-year-old girl and the agony of her mother and family touched our entire nation greatly. Alexis, I promised that we would always remember your daughter, your magnificent daughter. And
these are just a
earlier
couple
tonight,
stories, guys.
I signed an order.
Hundreds of these
keeping
are
my
happening
word
in other
to
countries
you.
too.
One thing I have learned about
Immigrants
Jocelyn
are
is that she
terrorizing
loved animals so
women,
much. She
dude.
loved nature.
It's sad.
Across
UK's
Galveston Bay,
fucked.
from where Jocelyn
France,
lived in Houston,
fucked.
you will find a magnificent
Germany,
national wildlife
fucked.
refuge, a pristine, peaceful, 34,000-acre sanctuary for all of God's creatures on the edge of the Gulf of America. Alexis, moments ago, I formally renamed that refuge in loving memory of your beautiful daughter, Jocelyn. So, Mr. Vice President, if you would, may I have the order?
Oh, he's signing the EO? This is bitching, dude. This has never been done before. Oh, he signed it already. Trump's a fucking boss, dude. Trump is a boss, bro. I love him or hate him, dude. He's for all Americans.
Thank you very much. All
Black,
3
gay,
savages charged with
straight, fucking furry
Jocelyn
people.
and Lakin's murders
So people
were
don't
members
understand.
of the
He's
Venezuelan
fighting for
prison
you.
gang, the toughest gang they say in the world, known as Tren de Aragua. 2 weeks ago, I officially
This is huge.
designated this gang, along with MS-13 and the bloodthirsty Mexican drug cartels, as foreign terrorist organizations.
You guys, the Mexican cartels own the president, bro. It's a fucked up situation there, man. But we're gonna see, man. Trump rose those
They
tariffs
are
from Mexico,
now
Canada.
officially in the same category as ISIS, and that's not good for them.
Good.
Countless
Pure fentanyl,
thousands
bro.
of these terrorists were welcomed into the U.S. by the Biden administration. But now every last one will be rounded up and forcibly removed from our country, or, if they're too dangerous, put in jails, standing trial in this country, because we don't want them to come back ever. With us this evening is a warrior on the front lines of that battle, Border Patrol Agent Roberto Ortiz. Great guy.
All the shiny bald heads there. They need to exfoliate their scalps, bro.
In January, Roberto and another agent were patrolling by the Rio Grande near an area known as Cartel Island. Doesn't sound too nice to me. When heavily armed gunmen started shooting at them, Roberto saw that his partner was totally exposed, at great danger, and he leapt into action, returning fire and providing crucial seconds for his fellow agent to seek safety, just barely. I have some of the prints of that event, and it was not good. Agent Ortiz, we salute you for your great courage and for your line of fire that you took, and for the bravery that you showed. We honor you, and we will always honor you. Thank you, Roberto, very much.
No, you're you're the best, JD. Vance is the second best, JD. JD, you are cute. You're
Thank you,
cute.
Roberto. Woo! And I actually got to know him on my many calls to the border. He's a great gentleman. The territory to the immediate south of our border is now dominated entirely by criminal cartels that murder, rape, torture, and exercise total control. They have total control over a whole nation, posing a grave threat to our national security. The cartels are waging war in America, and it's time for America to wage war on the cartels, which we are doing.
Let's do it, man. We got the best military ever, man. Stop sending our troops to stupid places. We got to protect our own borders here.
5 nights ago,
No
Mexican
wars.
authorities, because of our tariff policies being imposed on them, think of this, handed over to us 29 of the biggest cartel leaders in their country. That has never
Huge.
happened before. They want to make us happy. First time ever.
We'll take them. We'll send them to Gitmo.
But we need Mexico and Canada to do much more than they've done, and they have to stop the fentanyl and drugs pouring into the USA. They're going to stop it. I have sent Congress a detailed funding request laying out exactly how we will eliminate these threats to protect
That's
our
where our
homeland
tax
and
dollars should be going
complete
towards.
the largest deportation operation in American history, larger even than current record holder President Dwight D. Eisenhower, a moderate man, but someone who believed very strongly in borders. Americans expect Congress to send me this funding without delay so I can sign it into law. So, Mr. Speaker, John Thune, both of you, I hope you're
RJD
going
is
to be able to do
better.
that, Mr. Speaker. Thank you. Mr. Leader, thank you. Thank you very much. And let's get it to me. I'll sign it so fast, you won't even believe it. And as we reclaim our sovereignty, we must also bring back law and order to our cities and towns.
There we go. And we need to pay them more. We need to pay them more.
In recent years, our justice system has been turned upside down by radical left lunatics. Many jurisdictions virtually
Little
ceased
hands.
enforcing the law against dangerous repeat offenders while weaponizing law enforcement against political opponents like me.
He's got the little hands
My
like me.
administration has acted swiftly and decisively to restore fair, equal, and impartial justice under the constitutional rule of law, starting at the FBI and the DOJ. Pam, good luck. Cash, wherever you may be, good luck.
Where's the freaking Epstein files,
Good
you
luck.
stupid?
Pam Bond,
I am not happy with them,
good
too.
luck. So important. Going to do a great job. Cash, thank you. Thank you, Cash.
No, he did a good
They've
job
already
securing
started
those
very
cartel
strong.
members.
They're going to do a fantastic job. You're going to be very proud of them. We're also once again giving our police officers the support, protection, and respect they so dearly deserve. They have to get it. They have such a hard, dangerous
Love
job,
it.
but we're going to make it less dangerous. The problem is the bad guys don't respect the law, but they're starting to respect it, and they soon will respect it. This also includes our great fire departments throughout the country. Our firemen and women are unbelievable people, and we'll never forget them.
Raymond!
And besides that, they voted for me in record numbers, so I have no choice.
Damn right.
One year ago this month, 31-year-old New York police officer Jonathan Diller, unbelievably wonderful person and a great officer, was gunned down at a traffic stop on Long Island. I went to his funeral. The vicious criminal charged with his murder had 21 prior arrests, and they were rough arrests, too. He was a
Sanctuary
real
City.
bad one. The
Blue
thug in
stains.
the seat next to him had 14 prior arrests and went by the name of Killer. He was Killer. He killed other people, they say, a lot of them. I attended Officer Diller's service, and when I met his wife and one-year-old son, Ryan.
Sad.
It was very inspirational, actually. His widow's name is Stephanie, and she is here tonight. Stephanie, thank you very much, Stephanie. Thank you very much.
You guys hear that story, dude? Dude was just in his cruiser. Just walked up, point blank. Fucking tragic, man.
Stephanie, we're going to make sure that Ryan knows his dad was a true hero, New York's finest. And we're going to get these cold-blooded killers and repeat offenders off our streets, so we're going to do it fast. Got to stop it. They get out with 28 arrests. They push people into subway trains. They hit people over the head, back of the head with baseball bats. We got to get them out of here. I've already signed an executive order requiring a mandatory death penalty for anyone who murders a police officer. And tonight I'm asking Congress to pass that policy into permanent law.
I know. That's usually how it goes, though. That's how it is. The Republicans do the same thing when the president's a Democrat. They sit down. It switches. It's just the Matrix.
I'm also asking
it's just a clown show.
For a new crime bill getting tough on repeat offenders while enhancing protections for America's police officers so they can do their jobs without fear of their lives being totally destroyed. They don't want to be killed. We're not going to let them be killed.
Oh, I don't like that, Sean. I don't like that, Sean.
Joining us in the gallery tonight is a young man
Trump's mentioned
who truly
something
loves
about
our police. His name is DJ Daniel.
that treaty,
he is
the
13
contract
years
they
old,
signed
and
is
he
null
has
and void for
always
some
dreamed of
bullshit.
becoming
We'll
a
see where it
police
goes.
officer.
But it'll be substantially cheaper for America. You know what I mean? For our, Navy ships or whatever, cargo. We pay a lot of money. Elena, well, you see, Elena, people with better knees than us have better use and stand and clap for what they agree with. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
But in 2018, DJ was diagnosed with brain cancer. The doctors gave him 5 months at most to live. That was more than 6 years ago.
Fuck yes. Yes. Moab. Moab. Awesome, man. Awesome. He's like, what do I do?
Since that time, DJ and his dad have been on a quest to make his dream come true, and DJ has been sworn in as an honorary law enforcement officer, actually a number of times. The police love him, the police departments love him. And tonight, DJ, we're going to do you the biggest honor of them all. I am asking our new Secret Service Director, Sean Curran, to officially make you an agent of the United States Secret Service.
Oh. That's awesome. That's awesome. Moab. Hearts. Yes, Dub Little Man. Yeah, dude. Oh, dude. That kid, man. That's all about love, bro. That's love right there. I love it. I love to see it. I love to see it. DJ. It's the opposite of JD, dude. I'm gonna let this play. I need to go get some more water. More water.
DJ's doctors believe his cancer likely came from a chemical he was exposed to when he was younger. Since 1975, rates of child cancer have increased by more than 40%. Reversing this trend is one of the top priorities for our new presidential commission to make America healthy again, chaired by our new Secretary of Health and Human Services, Robert F. Kennedy, Jr.
Bobby! Hey, Bobby. Get that red dye out, bro. Get that red dye out. I heard something that, something working that people who get like government like food stamps or whatever,
With the
like
name
there's going to
Kennedy, you
be
would have thought everybody
certain
over here
foods
would
that
have
they're not
been
allowed to
cheering.
buy, like candy
How
or
quickly
sugar,
they forget.
which is awesome, which is good.
Our goal is to get toxins out of our environment, poisons out of our food supply, and keep our children healthy and strong. As an example, not long ago, and you can't even believe these numbers, 1 in 10,000 children had autism, 1 in 10,000, and now it's 1 in 36. There's something wrong, 1 in 36, think of that. So we're going to find out what it is, and there's nobody better than Bobby and all of the people that are working with you.
It's our shampoos, it's our toothpaste,
figure
it's
out
our food,
what is
it's
going
our fast
on.
food.
Okay, Bobby, good luck. It's a very important
It's
job.
in Twinkies, it's in vaccines, it's in everything, dude.
Look at 'em.
It's in our lotions, it's in our sunscreens.
Thank you. My administration is also working to protect our children from toxic ideologies in our schools. A few years ago, January, Little John and her husband discovered that their daughter's school had secretly socially transitioned their 13-year-old little girl. Teachers and administrators conspired to
He's got
deceive
better
January
clerics
and her
than he ever
husband
had.
while encouraging her daughter to use a new name and pronouns. They, them pronoun, actually, all without telling January, who is here tonight and is now a courageous advocate against this form of child abuse. January, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
This is exactly like a State of the Union, dude. I
Thank
wonder
you.
what's going to happen in
Stories
his
like this
first State
are
of the
why,
Union.
shortly after taking office, I signed an executive order banning public schools from indoctrinating our children with transgender ideology.
Dude, I don't care. Teach that shit in like high school. Like if they want to do that, teach it in high school, not the fucking
I also
kid.
signed an order to cut off all taxpayer funding to
But
any
it's better this
institution that engages in the sexual mutilation of our youth.
What's up, P.O.B.? How you doing, brother? You filmed the Popeyes poopies from...
And now I want Congress to
Poopies
pass
from
a bill
Jackass.
permanently banning and criminalizing sex changes
I don't know
on
who that is,
children
bro. I
and
don't know who
forever
that is.
ending the lie that any child is trapped
Welcome back, though, dude.
in the wrong body. This is a big lie.
DJ, yeah. DJ did.
And our message to every child in America is that you are perfect exactly the way God made you.
Woo!
Blue, you're my boy!
Because we're getting wokeness out of our schools and out of our military, and it's already out, and it's out of our society. We don't
It's
want
already out, dude. It's out already.
Wokeness is trouble. Wokeness is bad. It's gone. It's gone. And we feel so much better for it, don't we? Don't we feel better?
It's a real world, man. If you
Our
get offended,
service
it's on
members
you.
won't be activists,
Not the person who offends you. It's on you.
ideologues. They will be fighters.
You're
and
looking at a
warriors.
mirror.
They will fight.
There's
for
some
our
inner
country.
shit you
And
got to
Pete,
work out if you let any
congratulations.
words bother you.
Secretary of Defense, congratulations.
Damn right, Robert.
And he's not big into the woke movement, I can tell you. I know him well. I am pleased to report that in January, the U.S. Army had its single best recruiting month in 15 years, and that all armed services are having among
Love
the
it.
best recruiting results ever in the history of our services.
Because they
What a
know if
difference.
they get sent somewhere, it's not going to be for no reason. it's not going to be for no reason. If they're being sent somewhere, you know what I mean? It'd be something
And
worth
you know,
fighting
it was
for.
just a few months ago where the results were exactly the opposite. We couldn't recruit anywhere.
Who in the hell
We
would want to
couldn't
serve under
recruit.
Biden, dude?
Now we're having
Start
the best
he
results
almost started World War III.
just about that we've ever had. What a tremendous turnaround. It's really a beautiful thing
No
to
war.
see. People
Just
love
do
our
it like the
country
hippies,
again. It's
guys.
very
Peace and
simple.
love.
They love
Peace
our
and love,
country,
baby.
and they
That's
love
it.
being in our military
No war.
again.
No
So
more
it's a great
wars.
thing, and thank you very much,
2025. Come on. Let's unite. Let's heal. Let's rise our consciousness. No fucking war.
We're joined tonight by a young man, Jason Hartley, who knows the weight of that call of duty. Jason's father, grandfather, and great-grandfather all wore the uniform.
I thought you were talking about the
tragically
video
lost
game.
his dad,
Holy shit.
who was also a Los Angeles County Sheriff's
Call of
deputy
Duty,
when
Modern
he was just
Warfare.
a boy, and now he wants to carry on the family legacy of service. Jason is a senior in high school, a 6-letter varsity athlete, a really good athlete, they say, a brilliant student with a 4.46, that's good, GPA. And his greatest dream is to attend the U.S. Military Academy at West Point.
Oh. Big boy. Hell yeah.
And Jason, that's a very big deal getting in. That's a hard one to get into. But I'm pleased to inform you that your application has been accepted. You will soon be joining the Corps of Cadets.
Woo! Of course he's got accepted. He's got invited there. What, did he think that he wasn't going to be accepted? Come on. But he probably didn't know for sure. So it's cool. Which one's the Space Force guy? He said good, not great.
Thank you. Jason, you're going to be on the long gray line, Jason. As Commander-in-Chief, my focus is on building the most powerful military of the future. As a first step, I'm asking Congress to fund a state-of-the-art Golden Dome missile defense shield to protect our homeland, all made in the USA.
This is just one big propaganda. Not propaganda, but it's for him to... He didn't have to schedule this, bro. I don't know how... Could he do this every week, bro?
Wanted to do
I don't
it
know.
long ago, but the technology just wasn't there, not even close. But now we have the
It's
technology.
a reassurance to the American people, though. They know every
other place that
media
they have
outlet
it.
is
Israel
covering
has
it, including the live vibe.
Places have it, and the United States should have it too, right, Tim? Right?
Should have it too.
They should have it too. So I want to thank you, but it's a very, very important. This is a very dangerous world. We should have it. We want to be protected, and we're going to protect our citizens like never before. To boost our defense industrial base, we are also going to resurrect the American shipbuilding industry, including commercial shipbuilding and military shipbuilding.
There we go. We got
And
some
for that
Dems
purpose,
clapping.
I am announcing tonight that we will create a new Office of Shipbuilding in the White House and offer special tax incentives to
we
bring
know a
this
shipbuilder.
industry home to America, where it
Well,
belongs. We
Jesus
used to
was a
make so many
shipbuilder, wasn't he?
ships. We
But
don't make them anymore.
the Live
very
Vibe's
much.
very own
We're gonna
king
make
can
them
lead
very
this.
fast, very soon. It will have a huge impact. To further enhance our national security, my administration will be
People would
reclaiming
watch.
the Panama Canal, and we've already started doing it.
There you go, Sean. There you go, Sean. Yeah.
Just today, a large American company announced they are buying both ports around the Panama Canal and lots of other things having to do with the Panama Canal and a couple of other canals.
No problem, Thomas.
The Panama Canal was built
You're
by
very
Americans
welcome, dude.
for Americans, not for others. But others could use it. But it was built at tremendous cost of American blood and treasure. 38,000 workers died building the Panama Canal. They died of malaria. They died of snake bites and mosquitoes. Not a nice place to work. They paid them very highly to go there, knowing there was a 25% chance that they would die. The most expensive project also that was ever built in our country's history, if you bring it up to modern day costs. It was given away by the Carter administration for $1, but that agreement has been violated very severely.
See?
We didn't give it to China. We gave it to Panama, and we're taking it back.
We're taking it back.
The force is strong this week.
Where's King? We're building ships.
And we have Marco Rubio in charge. Good luck, Marco. Now,
This covers
we know who
shit,
to blame
bro.
if anything goes wrong. Marco's been amazing, and he's going to do a great job. Think of it. He got 100 votes. You know, he was approved with actually
BlackRock
99,
owns like
but
a third of
the
everything.
100th
we know.
was this gentleman,
We think you
and
know.
I feel very certain. So let's assume he got 100 votes, and I'm either very, very happy about that or I'm very concerned about it.
Yeah, Joseph was a
But
carpenter.
he's already proven. I mean, he's a great gentleman. He's
No, but Jesus
respected
was
by
a
everybody,
carpenter,
and we
too.
appreciate you voting for Marco. He's going to do a fantastic job. Thank you.
I
Thank you.
think what he built a ramp.
He's doing
for
a great
people
job.
Who couldn't walk or. Remember, there was a story in the Bible about that.
Great job. And I also have a message tonight for the incredible people of Greenland.
Oh shit!
We strongly support your right to determine your own future. And if you choose, we welcome you into the United States of America. We need Greenland for national security and even
Mineral.
international security, and we're working with everybody involved. to
Bro,
try
there's
to
only
get it.
34,000
We need it
people
really
that
for
live in Greenland.
international world security.
And it's
I
owned
think
by
we're gonna get it.
Denmark, I
One
think.
way or the other, we're going to get it.
We're going to get Greenland?
We will keep you safe. We will make you rich, and together we will take Greenland to heights like you have never thought possible before. It's a very small population. It's a very,
cold.
very large piece of land and very, very important for military security. America is once again standing strong against the forces of radical Islamic terrorism. 3.5 years ago, ISIS terrorists killed 13 American service members and countless others in the Abbey
Afghanistan
Gate
withdrawal.
bombing during the disastrous and incompetent withdrawal from Afghanistan. Not that they were withdrawing, it was the way they withdrew.
Left all of our
Perhaps the
shit
most
there.
embarrassing moment in the history of our country. Tonight, I am pleased to announce that we have just apprehended the top terrorist responsible for that atrocity, and he is right now on his way here to face the swift sword of American justice.
All right. All right. Gitmo. You gotta stand up for that, man.
And I want
Oh, we're gonna get
especially
Greenland before the
government
Epstein
of
or Diddy
Pakistan
list.
for helping arrest this monster. This was a very momentous day for those 13 families who I actually got to know very well, most of them, whose children were murdered, and the many people that were so badly, over 42 people, so badly injured on that fateful day in Afghanistan. What a horrible day. Such
The footage of
incompetence
that's
was shown.
ridiculous, dude.
That when Putin saw what happened, I guess he said, wow, maybe this is my chance. That's how bad it was. Should have never happened. Grossly incompetent people. I spoke to many of the parents and loved ones, and they're all in our hearts tonight. Just spoke to them on the phone. We had a big call. Every one of them called, and everybody was on the line, and they did nothing but cry with happiness. They were very happy, as happy as you can be under those circumstances. Their child, brother, sister, son, daughter was killed for no reason whatsoever. In the Middle East, we're bringing back our hostages from Gaza. In my first term, we achieved one of the most groundbreaking peace agreements in generations, the Abraham Accords.
Oh, yeah. Peace, baby. Well, now it's gone to shit.
And now we're going to build on that foundation to create a more peaceful and prosperous future for the entire region. A lot of things are happening in the Middle East. People have been talking about that so much lately with everything going on with Ukraine and Russia. But a lot of things are happening in the Middle East. It's a rough neighborhood, actually. I'm also working tirelessly to end the savage conflict in Ukraine. Millions of Ukrainians and Russians have been needlessly killed or wounded in this horrific and brutal conflict with no end in sight. The United States has sent hundreds of billions of dollars to support Ukraine's defense with no security, with no anything.
Shit, it's 10:46 already, bro.
Do you want to keep it going for another 5 years?
If we completely withdraw
you would say Pocahontas says yes.
Pocahontas says yes. Sorry, Ninja, for using your sound effect for that.
2,000 people are being killed every single week. More than that. They're Russian young people. They're Ukrainian young people. They're not Americans. But I want it to stop.
It's true.
Meanwhile, Europe has sadly spent more money buying Russian oil and gas than they have spent on defending Ukraine by far. Think of that. They've spent more buying Russian oil and gas than they have defending. And we've spent perhaps $350 billion, like taking candy from a baby. That's what happened. And they've spent $100 billion. What a difference that is. And we have an ocean separating us.
Biden would never talk these numbers. Biden doesn't know
well
a fucking
them,
thing, dude. Doesn't know how to negotiate.
Biden has authorized more money in this fight than Europe has spent by billions and billions of dollars. It's hard to believe that they wouldn't have stopped it and said at some point, come on, let's equalize. You got to be equal to us. But that didn't happen. Earlier today, I received an important letter from President Zelensky of Ukraine. The letter reads, Ukraine is ready to come to the negotiating table as soon as possible to bring lasting peace closer. Nobody wants peace more than the Ukrainians, he said. My team and I stand ready to work under President Trump's strong leadership to get a peace that lasts. We do really value how much America has done to help Ukraine maintain its sovereignty and independence. Regarding the agreement on minerals and security, Ukraine is ready to sign it at any time that is convenient for you. I appreciate that he sent this letter, just got it a little while ago. Simultaneously, we've had serious discussions with Russia and have received strong signals that they are ready for peace. Wouldn't that be beautiful?
Fuck yeah.
Wouldn't that be beautiful?
All right, see? We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Dude's about to stop this fucking war, dude. Everyone should be standing up.
Wouldn't that be beautiful?
They're not standing up for that.
It's time to stop this madness. It's time to halt the killing. It's time to end this senseless war. If you want to end wars, you have to talk to both sides. Nearly 4 years ago, amid rising tensions, a history teacher named Mark Fogel was detained in Russia and sentenced to 14 years in a penal colony. Rough stuff. The previous administration barely lifted a finger to help him. They knew he was innocent, but they had no idea where to begin. But last summer, I promised his 95-year-old mother, Malphine, that we would bring her boy safely back home. After 22 days in office, I did just that. and they are here tonight.
'95, huh? Look at that. Standing on her feet. She looks great. She's smiling. She's probably on some perks or something. On some medication. Absolutely, K9. You just want peace and love, bro. And some, like, potato chips and a burger and a pizza.
To Mark and his great mom, we are delighted to have you safe and sound and with us.
Oh, he folded, bro.
As fate would
He
have
folded.
it, Mark Fogel was born in a small rural town in Butler, Pennsylvania. Have you heard of it? Where his mother has lived for the past
Shout out to PA.
78 years. I just happened to go there last July 13th for a rally. That was not pleasant. And that is where I met his beautiful mom right before I walked onto that stage. And I told her I would not forget what she said about her son. And I never did I? Never forgot. Less than 10 minutes later, at that same rally, gunfire rang out, and a sick and deranged assassin unloaded 8 bullets from his sniper's perch into a crowd of many thousands of people. My life was saved by a fraction of an inch, but some were not so lucky. Corey,
I don't know much about
comparator, was a firefighter, a veteran, a Christian, a husband, a devoted father, and above all, a protector. When the sound of gunshots pierced the air, it was a horrible sound. Corey knew instantly what it was and what to do. He threw himself on top of his wife and daughters and shielded them from the bullets with his own body. Corey was hit really hard. You know the story from there. He sacrificed his life to save theirs. 2 others, very fine people, were also seriously hit. But thankfully, with the help of 2 great country doctors, we thought they were gone and they were saved. So those doctors had great talent. We're joined by Corey's wife, Helen, who was his high school sweetheart, and their 2 beloved daughters, Allison and Kaylee. Thank you.
You better wrap it up in 7 minutes. Bro, the live vibe coverage ain't gonna cut out in 7 minutes. We're keeping it going, bro. We're watching it all, this whole speech, and we're gonna end the live vibe there for tonight. That was terrible, bro. I remember texting Logie that day. Remember Logan? Fuck.
To Helen, Allison, and Kaylee, Corey is looking down on his 3 beautiful ladies right now, and he is cheering you on. He loves you. He is cheering you on. Corey was taken from us much too soon, but his destiny was to leave.
Trump is 78 years old,
a
bro.
shining example
Or
of
70 something, or 80, I don't know.
Of a true American patriot.
He's death gripping that podium,
it was
yeah.
love like Corey's that built our country, and it's love
But
like
he's
Corey's
rocking
that is
it,
going to
dude.
make our country more
Beautiful.
majestic than ever before.
Slow
I believe
pace.
that my life was saved that day in Butler for a very good reason. I was saved by God to make America great again. I believe that.
Damn right. Imagine if an inch, bro. Talk about a different timeline, dude.
Thank you.
Oh,
very
I remember,
much. From the
Chris.
patriots of Lexington and Concord to the heroes of Gettysburg and Normandy, from the warriors who crossed the Delaware,
They're beginning to
to
be forced
the
to listen to him.
trailblazers who climbed the Rockies, and from the legends who soared at Kitty Hawk to the astronauts who touched the moon. Americans have always been the people who defied all odds, transcended all dangers, made the most extraordinary sacrifices, and did whatever it took to defend our children, our country, and our freedom. And as we have seen in this chamber tonight, that same strength, faith, love, and spirit is still alive and thriving in the hearts of the American people. Despite the best efforts of those who would try to censor us, silence us, break us, destroy us, Americans are today a proud, free, sovereign, and independent nation that will always be free.
It's wrapping
and
up.
We will fight for it till death. We will never let anything happen to our beloved country, because we are a country of doers, dreamers, fighters, and survivors. Our ancestors crossed a vast ocean, strode into the unknown wilderness, and carved their fortunes from the rock and soil of a perilous and very dangerous frontier. They chased our destiny across a boundless continent. They built the railroads, laid the highways, and graced the world with American marvels like the Empire State Building, the mighty Hoover Dam, and the towering Golden Gate Bridge. They lit the world with electricity, broke free of the force of gravity, fired up the engines of American industry, vanquished the communists, fascists, and Marxists all over the world, and gave us countless modern wonders sculptured out of iron, glass, and steel.
He gave us chicken
nuggets. We stand
nuggies
on the shoulders of these pioneers who won and built the modern age. These workers who poured their sweat into the skylines of our cities. These warriors who shed their blood on fields of battle and gave everything they had for our rights and for our freedom. Now it is our time to take up the righteous cause of American liberty. And it is our turn to take America's destiny into our own hands and begin the most thrilling days in the history of our country. This will be our greatest era. With God's help, over the next 4 years, we are going to lead this nation even higher, and we are going to forge the freest, most advanced, most dynamic, and most dominant civilization ever to exist on the face of this earth. We are going to create the highest quality of life, build the safest and wealthiest and healthiest and most vital communities anywhere in the world. We are going to conquer the vast frontiers of science, and we are going to lead humanity into space and plant the American flag on the planet Mars and even far beyond.
I want to plant it on Mars, bro. Fucking one-way ticket, I don't care. I want to plant that freaking flag on Mars with a fat dip in my lip. American. Preferably round-trip ticket, but...
And through it all, we are going to rediscover the unstoppable power of the American spirit. And we are going to renew unlimited promise of the American dream. Every single day, we will stand up and we will fight, fight, fight for the country our citizens believe in and for the country our people deserve.
Woo! The Dems right now.
Nathan, call 911.
Help! Police! Help!
Stand up, Dems. Come on. He won the popular vote, man. Biden was so bad that a Republican won the popular vote.
My fellow Americans, get ready for an incredible future, because the golden age of America has only just begun.
Attaboy, Jay. Welcome to Live Vibe, dude.
That has ever
God
been
bless
seen
Nuggies.
Before. Thank you. God bless you, and God bless America.
He did a video challenge, 10:59. Look at the Dems just leaving, walking out. Come on, baby. That was a beautiful speech. I knew it was going to probably go exactly like that, but it was still very entertaining. And what's up, baby? We're back. We are back, dude. I love it. I love it.
Thank
That was beautiful, baby. You guys, I had a blast with you, bro. I feel energized, bro. I feel the spirit of America just fucking coursing through. Let's roll, baby. Let's be optimistic, bros. We got this, man. The golden age is upon us. But thank you for joining Live Vibe number 330. Woo! Tomorrow on the Live Vibe, I got my central topic, right? And then I'm going to have Elena come in for a little bit. We're going to have a little chit chat with Elena. And then we're going to end it with the Temu version of Deal or No Deal. That is up for Live Vibe 231 tomorrow, guys. If you guys haven't done so already, do me a favor, like this video. And also, a way to support me, bro, become a Patreon member, bro. $5 a month. Come on, Live Vibers. Let's get the original OGs back in here. Let's get Stillman. Let's get some people. I upload there regularly, bros. You get a personal side, man. You get a personal side. Support the Live Vibe, dudes. I love you all, man. I love you all. Never give up. Never surrender. Commander Taggart, Galaxy Quest. Love it, Ninja. Love it. Oh, shit. It's still going. No, there's just another clip going. Sometimes the questions are complicated and the answers are simple. Dr. Seuss, let's go. That is why we're so divided. They couldn't stand up for what they agreed with. Sit down for what you don't. It's not a game. This is America. JD. I don't think that was supposed to be a quote, but that was powerful as fuck, dude. We're Fire Nation. She's got the munches, bro. She's got the freaking munch. I love you, Ninja. Good night, Isaiah. We'll be back tomorrow, bro. Come hang out with us, man. We missed you, dude. Once a country loses its value, it crashes. Good thing we're keeping our values alive. Fuck yes, Robert. Robert and Liz. Hell yes. I love it when you guys are here in the Live Vibe, bringing up our fucking energy, dude. I missed you, Sean. Get your ass back here, bro. Come hang out with us, bro. We missed that dog photo, bro. We missed that doggy photo. And with that, y'all, have a wonderful night. We would like to thank each and every one of you for making the show special. Remember to stay hydrated, and we will see you tomorrow. All right, man. I love you guys. Peace out.